What's up, you crazy people? Welcome back to another video. My name's Damien Ruth. If you're new here, make sure to smash that subscribe button, tap the bell so you don't miss a single update from me. And it's very important that you make sure you select all and not personal if you don't want to miss a single update from me. So welcome, fellow Electronians. We need to come up with a better name for us retro ETN hodlers. I'm sure someone in the group can come up with that. But anyway, welcome back to another Electroneum update. We are here just with my monthly update, giving you all the goings on of what's happened with Electroneum over the last month and what we have to look forward to. So let's get on with the video. Welcome back, guys. So as I said, today's video is my monthly update where I look at the journey over the last month or so and where we're at and what we have to look forward to going into November. So pushing out of October and pushing towards November. So let's start off with the ever-growing Anytask. So Anytask has undergone some changes to its design slightly, but the main updates are the search algorithms built into Anytask. So searching on the platform is now easier and it brings you the right results and more targeted to your requirements. So when you're searching for, say, a logo design, it will bring you the results a lot quicker and more targeted to exactly what you're looking for. Okay, so we just bring up logo design tasks first. If you obviously type in a little bit more detail, it's going to give you that detail listing. But if you just type in just general logo design, as you can see, this one here is just logo design, it will bring those results to you. So the algorithm has got a lot better on Anytask itself, so it's going to be bringing you those results a lot better. So the checkout procedure has also been updated as well. So if you've gone on to buying a task, it's going to be a lot easier, a lot more fluid. And I mean, I think it was working well before personally, to be honest, but hey, it's even better now. So when you go to buy a task, it runs a lot quicker. You can see the summaries come up here, and then you can purchase, and it literally just goes through really fast, straight through to the purchase screen. Okay, it gives you all the details that you need, and you press continue. So it is a lot faster. I've noticed a little bit more speed coming from that. Okay, it's a lot more simplified area. Okay, very easy to understand, very quick and easy to enter your details on there. Okay, and once you've paid, it's all handled very fast indeed. So that's a lot better, a lot more fluid. Like I say, it was good before, but it's just getting better and better. And this will help, obviously, if influencers are looking into this as well and purchasing tasks, they want to have that good experience compared to the other platforms as well. Okay, so the checkout procedure has been updated, a lot faster and more fluid. So that's the second update to Anytask. There's a lot more going on behind the scenes, obviously, and I know there's I know Richard mentioned recently that there's going to be some big updates coming to the Anytask. I think it's the look and feel of the actual platform. So that's exciting to see. So we'll see what's coming up over the next month or so with that. But yeah, so that's the checkout procedure. So the marketing over the last month or so around Anytask has been really good. It's had a great impact. I've personally spoken to other marketers myself around Anytask, and when they didn't know about Anytask and they're using Fiverr, I've pointed them towards the Anytask platform, and they immediately fell in love with it, and they moved over purely on less fees and the quality of the work received. Okay, so, and actually some marketers who I've spoken to, digital marketers, they already found it, so that's all good science. So we've had over 30,000 users come on board with over 16,000 tasks on the platform, which is just insanely successful. I'm sure you agree. So guys, please do share your tasks in the comments below if you are registered on Anytask. If you're not registered, why? So one thing I want to point out is that it's just a massive selling point for Anytask, is the fact that sellers, or taskers as Richard calls them, us, we have zero fees to pay, which in return means more money, right? So if you want to go out and show people Anytask, then be sure to highlight the fact that you pay no fees. You pay no fees, zero fees as a seller. So whatever you list your task for, if you list him for $50, you get that $50. You're paying no fees. You're paying zero fees to Anytask, okay? Whereas the likes of Fiverr and Upwork and other places like that, they do not offer free listings, okay? They charge their sellers, and Anytask doesn't. So that's a massive marketing point, which the marketing team has already been pushing. One thing which the crypto community needs to understand, and because I know there's still a lot of you out there that isn't really grasping the fact that this is real world usage, okay? So how that works is when somebody makes a purchase of a task, okay? So when somebody purchases a task, they pay with the fiat. Okay, so they pay with the fiat, and then Electroneum takes that fiat and they buy Electroneum, they buy ETN from the open market, okay? And then that ETN is used to pay the task creator, okay? The tasker, so you, right? So it's not ETN which is coming from company holdings, okay? It's literally the fiat which has been made from the purchaser. That fiat's been taken, ETN has been bought on the open market, that ETN is paid to you, okay? So it all adds to the ETN ecosystem and pushes volume up, right? So looking at the targets of what we're pushing towards, we're currently heading towards $100,000 worth of ETN purchases, entering this ecosystem each and every week, okay? So people are using Anytask, so positive moves are coming from Anytask, covering all angles of what we want. You got marketing and of course volume. So next up, we have some big regulatory news. I like to call it these in these updates because it really does make Electroneum stand out. So recently they became the 10th member of the Blockchain for Europe, and that includes Binance and Ripple. So let's take a look at the latest article now, and we'll come back here. So I'm just going to go and read just some of the article. I'm going to show you the articles, and I won't go right into depth, but I'm just going to show you the two articles that highlight Electroneum becoming the 10th member. So it's very interesting stuff. Okay then guys, so I just want to go over these articles for you quickly. And obviously the main one here, which is just amazing news, where Electroneum has become the 10th member in the Blockchain for Europe. So let me just read that first, this article down here. So Blockchain for Europe welcomes Electroneum as its 10th member. The chair of the Very Select group, by Very Select, that includes Binance and Ripple, by the way. So Binance being alongside Electroneum in a only 10 member group. This could well put the CEO back on to listing Electroneum. So we'll see what happens there, see if Binance decides to list Electroneum. I mean, I don't know what more we can do. I mean, we're alongside them now as a member of the Blockchain for Europe. So that's all good news. So anyway, Electroneum is now the 10th member of Blockchain for Europe, an industry organisation that focuses on blockchain promotion, education to help the EU remain at the global forefront of blockchain innovation. So Electroneum becomes the 10th member, so a group of 10 members that are pretty much the forefront for blockchain developments in Europe, so becoming the forefront of innovation. So Electroneum has their name there now as an innovative company within the blockchain development for Europe. So that's absolutely huge, okay? So the award-winning project now shares privileged place amongst the membership, one of the most respected in Europe, along with Blockseed, Binance, Fetch AI, Ripple, and Block One. So that's great news. I'm going to jump into the other article now because that's more in depth into what we're actually looking at here. So discuss more of the role. So as we see here, Electroneum enhances its leadership role in the UK. So CEO Richard Ells explains the importance of the blockchain. He says Electroneum is in the final stages of rolling out exciting new top-up services. So that'll be interesting. So there's more additions to that, maybe with the smart contracts. I don't know, we'll see. There are very exciting integrations and agreements in the pipeline that will add to the great news that Electroneum is now part of a very prestigious blockchain and Europe association. So as I said, they're alongside Ripple, Binance, Cardano, Billion, Fetch AI, and several more. So being alongside those guys, and with the news of Electroneum looking into DeFi, this is all good news and quite big moves actually. So the next couple of months are going to be very interesting to see what they're thinking of integrating into the top-up services and also bringing DeFi into the game as well. So it's going to be very interesting over the next couple of months. Very excited to see what's coming up. So in a welcome statement, Blockchain for Europe Chair Maria Minokova said, Electroneum has a record as a well-established company led by a highly professional team with a global financial inclusion that has caught the eye of crypto experts worldwide. So for them to actually make a statement and say that it's caught the eye of crypto and blockchain experts worldwide, that's perfect, right? So for them to say that in front of the other 10 members, including Binance, that must be playing now on the Binance CEO eyes. So we shall see. Richard L. sent an email out to everyone. So if you check your emails, he sent it out on the 1st of October, you'll be able to get a little bit more information than this article is actually showing. And always check your emails, guys, because this is where I get my news from and many others. I mean, you can log on to the Electroneum site, but sometimes when you're out and about, you don't get the news. So it's always good to pick up these emails and see these major news articles popping up and giving them a good read and seeing actually what kind of moves Electroneum is making. So this is the article showing the latest news on Electroneum becoming the 10th member. So give it a read, guys. I'm not going to read through it all, but you can see pretty much what it's all about. Okay, they're making more moves, more in the legal side of things, and helping out with the EU, becoming that face at the forefront experts, should we say, in the blockchain for Europe. So excellent news there. Great article. Give it a read. Obviously, there's some more articles popped up throughout September here, which I've already discussed around the new members of the team, the video message which Richard sent to CZ. Okay. So as I said before, the DeFi, they're exploring DeFi. So we're going to be discussing that up next. Electroneum explores DeFi integration. So that's very interesting. That's certainly going to be some big news once they get going with that. So we'll move on to that next. So check out the article, guys. They're both good articles to read. So next up, let's talk DeFi. So back in early September, Electroneum made the world aware that they were keen to enter the DeFi space. So basically what Electroneum is looking to do is they're trying to find ways to introduce atomic swaps with smart contracts, which will enable ETN to integrate into the DeFi space seamlessly. So because Electroneum are looking at working with exchanges to bring them far cheaper atomic swaps, this will provide and prove successful. So definitely one to watch and look forward to seeing more updates on this through October. So because Electroneum are looking at working with exchanges to bring them far cheaper atomic swaps, This could prove very successful indeed. So definitely one to watch and look forward to. And I'm looking forward to seeing more updates on this through October. If you're not familiar with DeFi, this is the hottest space in crypto right now, trust me. So I'm going to try and do a video around DeFi and smart contracts to simplify it down for those that want the facts, okay? And just stay tuned for that one. Make sure you tap the bell and subscribe so you don't miss it. In the last week of September, we saw close to 6,000 new members sign up to Electroneum via the Electroneum website, which puts it now to over 4 million, close to 4.1 million users. And out of this, there's 2.7 million active app users. So massive numbers there, and it just keeps on growing, guys, okay? ETNEverywhere.com. Make sure you head on over to ETNEverywhere.com if you've forgotten about that. There's some figures which will make your eyelids flutter right now. If you remember, we launched that a couple of months back, okay? In the August update, I mentioned this. And now there's 3 new merchants that have been added. So you can now accept ETN payments, okay? So this means that you can now spend your ETN payments at over 2,030 outlets worldwide. That's over 2,030 places that you can actually go ahead, go into a shop and use your ETN to purchase the product. Okay then guys, just before we round up this update, I want you to go and check this guy out right here. Crypto Rich. He's had some brilliant interviews with Richard around all the updates and new and upcoming ones as well. And also he has some great content around DeFi too. So make sure you go ahead and check him out. He's got some great content on there. I'll leave the link to his channel just below. And if you want to know more about DeFi and Electroneum's movement with that, I think he's the best channel to go and have a look at. I'll try and cover some DeFi as well. But my next video, I think I'll try and do what is DeFi and smart contracts, just to educate people around that don't actually know what DeFi is. So I'll try my best to put that out for you guys. So, but in the meantime, make sure you do check out those interviews from Crypto Rich, because they are 2-part series on those interviews and they're very good and in depth. Obviously Richard does goes further in depth with his interviews that he needs to, but it's all good information, okay? There's no fluff. With Electroneum entering DeFi, it's a good idea to follow those that really know their stuff. So make sure you do check out Crypto Rich's channel. I'm relatively new to DeFi myself, but I do understand it. So I will be doing some videos around that. Like I say, I'll do my best to get some DeFi videos out there. So thanks for watching today's update, guys. Sorry if it was a little bit boring, just the facts kind of video, really. I know you like my funky stuff, but there's always time for that, right? So please make sure to subscribe and tap that bell. I can't stress it harder enough. Make sure you select all and not just personalized, okay? So make sure you select all when you tap that bell so you get every single notification and every single update from me around Electroneum, okay? And I just want to say that it's always good to have you guys here, and let me know if these videos are helping you, and let me know what you want to see next. Drop in the comments below your biggest takeaway. Drop in the comments below your views around Electroneum, good or bad. Let's get some healthy discussion going, okay? So until next time, ETN fans, be safe, and I'll see you on the next update.